Hello YouTube, this is Magma Rhino, and today I'm going to show you how to root your Asus transformer. Now there's a few things you have to do before you start anything. So X out anything if you have it open on your computer. I'm kidding, you don't have to do that, that would be pretty dumb. First off, what you need is a micro SD card. That's kind of hard to see, but you know what a micro SD card is. You don't actually need this. Whoops. Okay, there we go. You don't need it like directly, but I think to unroot you do need it. I forget. Just make sure you have a micro SD card. They're cheap. You can pick them up pretty much anywhere for like $10 if you get a small one. Next, you're gonna need to go on your box. You're gonna have to look back here, and right here it's gonna say serial number. It's going to say B something. Now, if that says B70 or higher, you can't root it. I'm sorry, but Asus changed some like source code stuff, so you can't actually root it. It has to say B60 or less. So I believe that means if you bought your transformer after August, around after August or September, then you won't be able to. If you bought it before, then you should be good, but check anyway. Next, what you're going to want to do is on your transformer, you're going to want to go into your settings, stay awake. You're going to go to applications, you're going to go to development, make sure USB debugging is checked on. Next, go to about tablet, go to your build number, and mine right there is this one. It says US under dash whatever, EPAD blah blah blah. That is basically where your tablet was manufactured and where it's meant to be. So what you need to do with the rooting kit is you're going to need to match it. I'm going to put a link to download my rooting kit, and that is for US transformers running on Windows. If you're using Linux or if your transformers other than US, you will need to do some of your own downloads, but I will be giving links if I can find them, so don't worry. Really the main thing is your transformer has to be B60 or less, and then you'll be fine. Alright, next what you want to do is you're going to want to put your tablet into APX mode. Now how you do this is, first you're going to plug your tablet in. Your computer should make a little ding. Let me just turn up the volume so you can hear. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to hold down the volume up and the power button for about 10 seconds until your computer makes a ding, and then you're going to wait a few more seconds. So there's the ding. Wait about 5 seconds. And you're good. So now your tablet's going to be off. It's going to be in recovery mode. And what that does is it pretty much just opens up the firmware so you can download whatever you want. Now to check this, you're going to go into your control panel, or your devices and printers. And you should have an APX right here. If you're not using Windows 7, it might be different to get here, but I don't know exactly how, so I'm sorry. But anyway, you're going to double click APX, then you go into hardware, you're going to go into properties, driver, update driver. Oh, no, don't do that. Browse your computer, and then you're going to hit browse, and you're going to find this rooting folder. You're going to go into the transformer root, US if you're US, if it's not, it's something else. Then you're going to click USB PC driver, and hit OK. Hit next. It'll install. I already had it installed, so it's not going to do it for me. Then close this out, close this out. You can close this out. And now you're going to open up. Actually, before you open up a command prompt, you're going to want to move this file to your root C drive directory. So basically what you got to do is, let me just get to my desktop. Okay, so my file is right here. I'm going to cut that out, Control X. In case you didn't know, Control X cuts. And then you're going to get rid of all this, and you're going to paste it right here. Once it decides to cooperate with me. There it goes. Alright, so now this is in the root directory of your computer. It's basically as close to the core as you can get, so to speak. Next, you're going to open up a command prompt. You just type in cmd in the search, and the first results. Right here, you're going to type cdc : and then the name of the file, which is transformer root us _8659. Hit enter, and if this happens, you have a problem. Let me just try something else real quick. Alright, you know what? Don't move it. Whoa. Okay. Don't move it. Don't listen to me. I hope you watched this whole video before you did anything, because otherwise you're going to get all screwed up. Let's cut this, and let's put it back to the desktop. Alright, so I moved it back. So let's try this again. Now it's in a different location now. So you're going to have to take note of that and type that into the command prompt. So let me just try that again. cd c users there we go. Okay, so you don't want to move it to the root directory like I said, because that's bad. Anyway, so you're gonna direct into this folder. So basically you have to type everything that you see up here into the command prompt, type cd space and all of that. It'll get you in. It should say something like this. It shouldn't say any error messages. And then you're going to type root.bat. Before you do this, I would highly, highly recommend that you back up all of your internal memory on your transformer and on your micro SD card, just in case. Because in case something does go wrong, after this point, the only way to turn back is by completely wiping your system. And you could always back it up later unless you brick it. So I would just recommend backing it up now and then proceeding. But when you're ready, you hit enter. All this goes on your transformer. It should say update successful 3 times. Once it does 3 times, that means you're done. And this should stop doing stuff. It should go to the next line. Now what you're going to do is you're going to boot it up by holding the power button regularly. And this should boot up relatively quick. I think it has like a little update bar first. No, it doesn't. But anyway, you're going to wait for that to turn on. And once it turns on, it should look exactly the same as it did before. Nothing should be new. Actually, absolutely nothing should be new, because you didn't really change anything yet. Alright, and it's on already. So, I don't know why, but it's just really quick in that step, and then it slows down after that. But as you can see, nothing's changed from before. It's the same as it was. Stay awake. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into your settings. You're going to go to accounts, turn off this Asus sync, turn it back on, because for some reason it goes away. And then it should connect like this and say Asus sync connected. Now on your computer, you're going to start up Asus sync. If you did not already have Asus sync installed, you're going to install it, but you're going to get it all synced up like this, so it says to connect to your transformer. When you do this automatically, if you do have Asus Sync installed, if you don't install it, do what I just did. It's really no big deal. It doesn't take that long. You can get it from Asus's website. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to leave that open. You're going to come back into here, and you're going to type in install su.bat. It's going to say a bunch of random gibberish, blah blah blah. Your tablet's going to turn off yet again and turn back on. This time I believe it should have a little... No, it doesn't have the update bar, sorry. But anyway, your tablet's just going to reboot like normal. And now once you turn it on, it's going to have SuperUser installed, which is the core app for rooting. It basically makes it so you can give any other app permissions to certain sections of your device which you were not able to before. So now if you unlock it, you go into your applications, you ignore all the emails. Right there is SuperUser. Sorry. Blah blah blah, don't care. So this is SuperUser. And that's it. It's not very exciting because it's not meant to be exciting. But if you do want to test to see if yours was installed, you can install a rooted app. Can I think of one? I should be able to think of one. Alright, well let me just search for an titanium backup. So now let me just install titanium backup here. You don't actually need this, so don't think that you have to download this if you root. It's just an app so I can prove that my device is now rooted. So there it is. You're going to start it up, and it's going to say SuperUser permission request. And if you got that message, that means yours is successfully rooted. And congratulations. One more thing before I go. Sorry this video is so long. I just want it to be thorough. What you're going to do now is you're going to turn off your device. You can leave it plugged in or not. It doesn't matter at this point. Everything from now on you don't need a computer for. You can just do it on your tablet. Now you're going to hold down the volume down and the power button at the same time. And once some writing appears on the screen, you hit volume up. And then another bar appears, and it's going to boot into recovery right here. Now this is ClockworkMod Recovery. Automatically gets installed when you root your device. What you're going to do next is you're going to use the volume buttons to navigate down to install zip from SD card. Power button to select. Choose zip. I don't actually have the zip on here. But if you, on your computer in this rooting kit, there is a file called CWM Recovery 3201. That is the most recent version of ClockworkMod Recovery. You're going to transfer that to your micro SD card, and you're going to install it from the zip like this. Also, if you ever want to install custom ROMs or kernels, I have a tutorial coming up probably a few hours after this one. You also need to transfer them to your micro SD card. So that's really why you need it. But that's it. So what you would do is you would scroll down to CWM Recovery. I don't actually have that file. No, I don't. And then you would select it, hit install. It would have a bunch of writing. Once it finishes, you hit reboot system now to make sure the changes get applied. Otherwise, they might not. So then after you do that, it will have the little loading bar, the blue loading bar for a second. Then it'll go to this. And that'll boot up normally. And everything will be all done. Your device will be rooted. And you'll have the newest version of Clockwork Recovery. And you will have SuperUser. And all that stuff. And that's all you need. So yep, that's it. So thank you for watching this. If you are interested in overclocking, installing custom ROMs and kernels, or how to unroot and unbrick your device, those 2 videos, maybe 3 videos, will be coming out shortly after this one. So keep a lookout for them. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.